Warning! Magcargo GX has one of the best accelerations. In fact, you can set it up, no sweat. We use that baby Magcargo, smooth over for what we want. Yo, now lava flow with a combo. Fifth slug mod thanks to a dead though. Crushing charge is sick, opponents crumble quick. Hitting weakness, yeah that's it. Prepare to get your ass scanned. Yeah, we one shot everybody using snails. This is a party. Who's playing water? Hardly anyone. It's kinda smart. See, follow me and let's go. We already hear an echo of success to that it will show that Magcargo GX each foes that thing you will not realize. It's a good card just to analyze. Some of these I will then visualize so your brain can bring out a new surprise. Ha! Episode 196 Magcargo GX. Ha! What's up YouTube, it's Zapdos TCG here and welcome to episode 196 on my channel. As you know, on my channel we talk about the latest cards and best new decks in town, so be sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out. And also hit that little notification bell so you get notified immediately when a new video pops up on the channel. Alright, today we continue our coverage on the new GX cards from Lost Thunder. That way we can already start preparing ourselves for some epic deck ideas when the set is finally legal for tournament play on the 16th of November. And today on the menu we have a very interesting fire type GX, it's Magcargo GX. We'll look over the card and think about some deck ideas to build a very great deck with it, so buckle up folks and let's heat things up. Alright, Magcargo GX is a 210 HP fire type stage 1 GX, which is on par with things like Zoroark GX for the HP department, which is actually pretty nice. Being a fire type means we hit for weakness against a ton of popular grass and metal type Pokemon. Think about Golisopod GX, Decidueye GX, SCEPTILE GX, Alolan Exeggutor, Duskmane Necrozma GX, and more like that, so that's very good indeed. We are weak to water, which is pretty nice since water doesn't see that much of play at the moment. There might be an occasional Lapras GX popping up at tournaments or Glaceon GX, but that's about it. We have a retreat cost of 3, which is very terrible. That will leave us in the active position from time to time, which means we will be needing things like Switch or Escape Rope in our deck on top with things like 3 or 4 Guzmas, because otherwise we will be stranded in the active position with nothing left to do. Maybe a copy or 2 of Tate and Liza might also not be a bad idea. Now to the wicked ability Crushing Charge, which states once during your turn you may discard the top card of your deck. If that card has a basic energy, attach it to one of your Pokemon, and that is actually pretty sweet for energy acceleration because we can use that every turn for every Magcargo GX we have out. Of course we can rely on the baby Magcargo from Celestial Storm to use Smooth Over and put a basic energy on top of the deck, so that is already a very sweet combo indeed. But you can also rely on the supporter Mallow, so there are tons of ways to make this ability hit successfully. Now to the main attack of Magcargo GX, Lava Flow. This attack deals 50 damage and then you may discard any number of basic energies attached to this Pokemon. This attack deals 50 damage for each energy you discarded in this way. So in theory, if you discard all energies, you dish out 200 damage, which is crazy good, right? That is Boswell GX, Blacephalon GX, and Lycanroc GX territory as an example. But the best part is that if you have a choice band equipped, you only need to discard 2 energies in order to dish that magical 180 damage. And then you can attack the following turn with a manual attachment and a simple Crushing Charge ability, which makes it very powerful to consecutively have, of course, that attack going with, of course, the help of baby Magcargo. That is possible. So you can just have this attack turn after turn, Lava Flow, dealing a ton of damage. And that's why I think Magcargo GX has quite a bit of potential. It also comes back with quite a disruptive GX move. Burning Magma GX states, discard the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck, and that for a single fire energy. That could be your late game GX move sometimes to deck the opponent out, because some decks will be more aggressive thanks to the new supporter Sightseer and the new Zebstrika. And as soon as you notice that they don't have a lot of cards left in their deck, you might be able to use that GX move and have them deck out. That is also a win condition, by the way. Alright, now that we reviewed the card, let's talk about some deck ideas for it. The first deck idea would be to pair it, of course, with the pure Magcargo, with the baby Magcargo. So you're gonna have a pure Magcargo deck with a split line of Magcargo GX and the baby Magcargo from Celestial Storm. Ditto Prism Star is the ideal card for this deck, since that will be your 5th Slugma. And that is something we've always dreamed of, a 5th basic, so Ditto can definitely make that role happen. Then you simply try out 2 baby Magcargo and at least 2 Magcargo GX and try to get them on the field, and then you can rely on successful crushing charge ability thanks to Smooth Over and of course the ability Crushing Charge. That way you can always land 200 damage consistently, and that will be quite the powerful deck indeed. Tech cards like Victini Prism Star can be sweet to recover your fire energy in the late game when you discarded almost all of your energies, and you can just get them back with Victini Prism Star. It's definitely great, it deals damage, and it also lets you shuffle all of your fire energies from your discard pile back into your deck. So that is a very great card I would definitely include in a Magcargo GX deck. Energy Recycle System could also be a sweet one, because with that you can just put a lot of energies back in the deck. And now let's think about some other cards that can help with consistency. And of course, Heat Factory Prism Star comes to mind. It is definitely a must in every fire deck, and if you just discard a fire energy from your hand, you can draw 3 cards, and that will help you out to get your setup more quickly. Then to have some extra buff, there's Bodybuilding Dumbbells to boost our HP to 240, so that could be kind of a neat thing, but it could also help out baby Magcargos and let them stay alive, because with that, their HP becomes 130. That means they survive a righteous beating of Zoroark GX. Or you could use it to have more HP on Magcargo GX against threats that deal a lot of damage, more than 200. So that's also something you can think about, Bodybuilding Dumbbells. Since there's also no Slugma with 60 HP, we cannot rely on Professor Elm's Lecture, so 4 Nazball paired with 4 Ultra Ball and Lille will be the way to get our stuff out on the field, Slugmas or our Ditto. Prism Star is definitely Ditto Prism Star is definitely a must in the deck if you haven't noticed already. Pokemon Fan Club or Apricorn Maker could also be quite the help in this deck. As a little side note. Okay, that is the pure Magcargo GX deck. Our next deck idea is to run a thinner line of Magcargo GX and just use it for the ability. You can run it in any fire deck that you want to have some energy acceleration. Let's say you're playing a fire deck with a ton of energies, let's say about 16 fire energies, well, then you can just rely on Magcargo GX. Think about a Ho-Oh GX deck, for example. First turn, you rely on Kiawe to set your Ho-Oh GX up and smack down a Slugma. Then, if you fizzle out in the late game, well, there's the ability of Magcargo GX that comes into play. That way you can set up another Ho-Oh GX and repeat the process. It might not be as consistent as the pure Magcargo deck, but remember, Ho-Oh GX still packs quite the punch here, and being able to dish out 180 as soon as your second turn thanks to Kiawe is definitely not bad. Also remember that the ability of Magcargo GX states basic energy, so you might as well test it in some other rogue deck ideas with other types beside fire to have that energy acceleration going on. Alright, another deck idea I have is to try and pair it with Blaziken GX. This could be a way to repeat the 210 damage attack of Blaziken GX. With Smooth Over, getting that rare candy to evolve Blaziken GX is also a little bit more consistent. And in the later turns, with the help of Crushing Charge, you can just set up your Blaziken to just repeat that attack turn after turn. Also, things like Blacephalon GX could be kind of a neat strategy to just get, of course, energies on top of the deck and just get them, of course, with Crushing Charge onto Blacephalon. But in my opinion, the Naganadel list of Blacephalon is the better way to go, but it's also something you can try out. But right now, I'm interested in your opinion. What do you think about Magcargo GX? Will it see a lot of play? Will you try it out in one of your decks that I mentioned in this video, or maybe your own deck? Let me know in the comments section below. Anyhow, this pretty much wraps it up for another weekly episode on the channel. If you enjoy videos like these, be sure to demolish the like button as always, since that helps out the channel tremendously, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Alright, thanks again for watching. I wish you all a very fantastic rest of your day. Stay fresh and see you all next time. I'm out. Peace. If you wanna go and test a deck that isn't played a lot in this format, then listen to what I'll say. If you wanna go and try it out with me, let me know how it does in a tournament. I think it could be really great. Chilling on Sundays while new ideas pop in my brain. Where is my